Okay, I'm gonna do a little modifications. I don't talk a hell of a lot when I'm working on things like this. That's why the video's gonna suck, because I don't get into too much grave detail, and when I'm thinking I don't talk a lot, but I've got this kind of figured out. See, I went with this. I don't have any bearings. I want to just go get a bunch of bearings, and I come up with an idea. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm taking this nut. These are basically the axles. This is just a little, was it 8x32 piece of all thread that I just had cut off. Put lock nuts on it, some washers so they can spin. And with this thing here, I got these 3 washers here. But this nut, I notice this side, as I'm rolling down behind the truck, these would start to tighten up because these would go. No, was it tight and loose? And one side would come tight, would come loose, because of, like on a truck, on a semi or whatever, you got backwards threads and yada yada yada. But I'm not getting into grave detail and trying to find a backwards threaded screw like that. It's just never gonna happen. It's not for what this thing is, but it's kind of a backyard, no kid build here. But it turned out pretty cool, man. The tongue thing, this is just like a 3/4 inch square tube I put on there because I was trying to figure out a doggone hitch for it. But this actually turned out pretty slick. It's got the angle on it, and I did the angle on it, and then I punched through, and then I put on the hitch in the truck. I just drilled the hole out, and it has its own little screw with 2 lock nuts on it, and you can grab a pair of pliers and hold it in the center, and you plier down against the doggone all thread piece in there, and you can tighten and loosen as you go. And it don't take to be real tight. They're lock nuts, so they hold. But yeah, this has been a fun little build. This is like, I don't have the any kind of a way to weld the aluminum or nothing, so I put this brace on this thing to hold these 2 pieces together. This pipe here goes inside that pipe on both sides, and they got a lock washer here, which this actually is fine. I'm probably gonna go with I'll probably drill a hole somewhere in this thing and put a spring on it and take place of the shock. But I don't know, this thing's been fun. I don't get to do fun shit very often. This is actually fun. It worked fine. It did work great, and I drove around the yard with it. But I noticed this one side with these would get sticky, and the other side down there come off, loosened itself up, and I noticed that because there's no spring tension, I come up over a little log, and this tire hit and just would not let the trailer go. It didn't have anything to pull it back up with. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll stop talking and keep going. Alright, I don't know if you can see me or not, but here it is. And I'm taking these nuts and I'm just going to holler them out. Alright. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll hold that in there. This just comes in and out. But now that one's hollered out, it just slides on there. The only reason I need these like that I use these. These are like 5/8 couplers that I had to grind down a little bit, but they fit pretty good in there. And that nut is shaped just perfect to fit right in this little hole, and it keeps the alignment of the wheel. Kind of works like a bearing-ish. Yep. And wash it. There we go. Come on. Snug. Hold that down there. Put that thing in there. I can't see nothing here. Out of here. I'm gonna hold it down here. Way too loose. Any of that. Anyway. A little bit of play. Anyway. Alright. Did a few more things here. I made my mount for my tires. That turned out pretty slick. Seems to hold pretty good too. God, don't even move. Well, so far. It's actually quite amazing